I step into the locker room where faint traces of body wash and deodorant compete with the unmistakable odor of sweat. In all fairness, it's not an unpleasant combination. A quick check shows no one is there, and I breathe out with relief. I never thought of myself as vain, but the idea of others seeing my weak, thin body gives me anxiety. And if I'm being honest, so does the idea of me seeing others. Locker rooms are nothing new to me, of course. Besides, I'm a doctor, or I used to be. Seeing people naked has always been a part of my job, and I don't blink twice at anything anymore. After 15 years in the ER, nothing phases me. Any weird headline you've ever seen about something that happened in Florida? I've had it in my ER. People bitten by spiders, snakes, crocs, hell, even by a hippo. Don't ask, long story. Drunk accidents, marital fights, wounds from knives, guns, ice picks, you name it, I could go on and on. You'd be surprised at how many of those incidents involve people not wearing clothes. Or maybe not, if you've ever lived in Florida. My point is that in itself, naked bodies don't bother me, but this is the first time I'm in a locker room since it all changed. And I don't know if I'm ready for it yet. What if I stare? What if my body responds? And trust me, that's not outside the realm of possibilities, because now that I've removed the tight lock I had on myself for over 30 years, now that I've allowed myself to feel... I feel a lot. Everything turns me on. It's like being 15 all over again, though even then I had better self-control. Jerry says it's normal, and that it will stabilize, but I'm half convinced he's only saying that to make me feel less of a horny, oversexed freak. At least he's gay, too. So he does speak from experience. All I can do is hope and pray it'll pass soon. No, not literally pray. Those days are long in the past, and they'll never return. God sure as fuck never answered any prayers back then, so I see no reason to keep trying. Besides, I reckon the Almighty has better things to do than listen to people trying to change things that either they fucked up themselves or that he did on purpose. No, I'm talking about the metaphorical kind, like good thoughts, happy vibes, rays of light. Those prayers. I pull the strings on my shorts tight so I won't have to fear them sagging down my bony hips. Good grief, I really am all skin and bones. I need to beef up and get healthy. It's the only reason why I'm here, despite all my fears and misgivings. My body needs to get in better shape if I want to win this fight in the long haul. Those are Jerry's words, and after 6 months, I'm finally listening to him. When I'm all dressed, I grab my water bottle and towel, take a deep breath, and head in. The main room, as Lynn called it, is rectangle. The walls gray and purple with all kinds of motivational quotes. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. Shit like that. Machines line the walls of the room, and in the middle are the weightlifting stations. The gym is smaller than I expected, but Jerry did mention it was intimate and personal, which does appeal to me. "Thanks, Ben," a 50-something woman says to a man whose back is turned toward me. My eyes sneak to his firm ass, which is nicely outlined in the tight shorts he's wearing. His arms are a work of art, too, both literally and figuratively. Tattoos of roses, leaves, and other shapes I can't quite make out cover them. They look intriguing and sexy. And man, he's in such excellent shape, he must have that elusive six-pack on his stomach. But when the woman walks off and he turns around, his abs are the last thing on my mind. My breath whooshes out of my lungs, and I'm lightheaded for a moment as I recognize him. I've known him since he was in middle school with Jonathan. But he's a man now, a sexy, confident man who makes my heart skip a beat and my mouth go dry. His eyes light up. Of course he instantly knows who I am. It's only been, 2 years since I've seen him last? I may look like utter shit, but I haven't changed that much. But then his expression changes and my stomach drops. He knows. I wasn't sure if he's still close with Jonathan, but regardless, he knows. All I want to do is hightail it out of there. But I can't, so I raise my chin. "Hello, Benoni."